Hi, this is Joe again with another review. For the sake of this video, since the day I'm recording this video is on Christmas Eve 2020, trying to figure what the hell we review another Christmas movie, which I've been doing recently on my YouTube channel. So for this video, we're going to be reviewing the 1994 film Miracle on 34th Street, starring Dylan McDermott. You also had the one who was also in the movie Big. I'm sorry, I'm drawing a blank. And it's who played the girl? Elizabeth Perkins. You know, that's her name. Elizabeth Perkins, Dylan McDermott, Mara Wilson, and Richard Attenborough, who plays Kris Kringle in this film, and also Robert Prosky, who plays the judge. Because this film is actually the second remake of Miracle on 34th Street. The original, which I previously reviewed, so you can look out for the review on my YouTube channel. And originally came out in 1947, starring Maureen O'Hara and Natalie Wood, Edmund Gwenn, and John Payne in the original. But about 30 years later, in the 70s, there was another version of Miracle on 34th Street, starring Jim Backus from Gilligan's Island. Well, the 1994 version, it's pretty much the same story. There's a couple of variances which I'm going to get into. Most notably, of course, the fact that they didn't use the name Macy's in this movie. They didn't use the Macy's department store. They didn't film at Macy's. They didn't use Macy's. They filmed it in New York City, but they didn't have the only except for the title and some of the names of the characters from the original film. That's the only difference they have from and even with that, they changed some of the names, which we're going to get into in a second. They didn't use the name Macy's. I guess for some stupid reason they couldn't get the rights to use the name Macy's for this film. They used a fictional name for the store. They call it Kohl's department store, the COLE', Kohl's department store. And some of the characters' names were changed for this movie. Like Maureen O'Hara's version, she played Doris Walker. Elizabeth Perkins played the same part, but they called her Dory Walker for some reason. For some stupid reason, they changed the name. They kept the name of the daughter. They kept the name for Kris Kringle, Santa Claus. They kept the name of the judge for the original film and this one, which Robert Prosky plays in the remake. And I don't know who played the judge in the original movie, the name of the actor, but they kept that name. They also kept Mr. Shellhammer, who ran the toy department in the store. They kept that name, but they changed the name of the stores, and they changed variances. Now, one of the other variances they changed in the movie, of course, by 1994. In the original movie, the top competitor for Macy's was Gimbels, which, of course, since then has been out. By the time they had the remake, went out of business back in the 80s, or the 1980s. So they had to make it like Kohl's or Walmart, like a Walmart or a Kmart type store to compete with Kohl's in this movie. And of course, the guy who ran the other store played the villain in Lethal Weapon 2. Which ironically, because originally Lethal Weapon was a Christmas movie. Even though some people consider Die Hard more of a Christmas movie than Lethal Weapon. But anyway, so they have that competitor going on, and also the name of the lawyer. In the original movie, was played by John Payne. The character's name was Fred Gailey. It was the name of the lawyer who represented Santa Claus in the original movie. They completely changed the name for the remake, and it was played by Dylan McDermott in the remake, which ironically, 4 years later, roughly 4 or 5 years later, he'll go on in the most famous role, I believe, playing a lawyer in the television show The Practice. So it gives a good, excuse the term, practice to play the role he played in The Practice, which I thought was great in that show. That show was terrific. But and there's so many other little changes that they made. One of the other changes that they made in this film was they took out the role of the psychiatrist. Now, those of you who don't know the original movie, Santa Claus gets tested by the store psychiatrist because he claims he's Santa Claus and people think he's nuts. So Mrs. Walker says he gets tested by the psychiatrist. There was no psychiatrist in this in the remake. What happened was that the other store, there's like a express store or something, like a Walmart ripoff type store, wanted to hire Santa Claus to do what he's doing in Macy's, saying, "Oh, if you don't get it here, you get it in this store." But Santa Claus, who was playing Richard Annabelle, he didn't want to work there because he has a contract with Kohl's. So what they did was try to set Santa Claus up to be crazy. So he has this annoying Santa Claus, the one who was fired at the Thanksgiving Day parade for being drunk. The other store hired him to annoy Santa Claus, so he did that. And so he goes into Kohl's and says to all the kids who's waiting all night to see Santa, hey kids, Santa Claus isn't real. He's a myth. He's fake. He's made up. He's not real. There's no such thing as Santa Claus. And of course, Chris Kringle was getting more and more angry at this guy. And then later on, when Santa Claus leaves work, he gets into a fight with this guy and he hits him over the head with a cane, which is different for what was in the original movie. And that confrontation was set up because here comes the guy with the camera taking pictures of what Santa Claus did. Of course, he gets arrested, goes to jail for it. Now, which is different from the original movie because he failed a test in Bellevue, and so he's locked up in a psych ward in Bellevue Hospital in New York City because they claim he's nuts. So in this time, instead of going to jail for the assault, which those charges were eventually dropped in the movie, which is stupid, and would make it better if it was actually charged with the assault and go along with that, along with being charged with being insane, for both things. But in the remake, they dropped the assault case and they focused on the insanity thing. And so, of course, eventually, just like in the original movie, Santa Claus gets off. But totally different way than when he got off in the original movie. In the original movie, two postal employees came up with the idea of sending Chris Kringle all the Santa Claus letters that was in the dead letter office, because they all know there's no such thing as Santa. So they decided to take all those letters, the Santa Claus letters they have in the main post office, and they sent it to the courthouse for Santa Claus. So and because these two postal employees did that, won the case for Chris Kringle in the original movie. But this time, they did instead of doing it that, which I guess maybe because it'd be too much of a remake, because they don't want to follow like scene by scene by scene from the original movie. I guess that's why they kind of changed it. This time, for the lawyer or Dylan McDermott showed the judge, "In God we trust" on the U.S. currency. Every dollar bill, no matter $1 bill, $20 bill, $100 bill, whatever, they all say, "Oh God we trust," and we can't, and no one can prove that God actually exists. There's no, but we believe in God, don't we? And the judge says, "Yeah." So why can't we say Turkey? Yeah. So he says, sorry about that. So Santa Claus of course exists. So why can't we say we believe in Santa Claus and he exists? So the judge went, okay. Santa Claus exists. Case dismissed. Boom. And that's what they want. I mean, I thought that was so phony how they won the case in the remake compared to the original. But if you want to see a real good version of Miracle at 34th Street, so always, and like I always say, stick with the original version, or the, in the case of Christmas Carol, stick with the most famous version, because that's the best one. Stick with the original version of Miracle 34, the 1947 version, because it's much better. It's funnier. It's good. It's great. Stick with that one. Definitely stick with that one. So that's my review of the 1994 version of Miracle on 34th Street. Please click on the video. Please rate it. Please subscribe to my channel. Please follow this video on your Facebook pages. You check out all my reviews and on my YouTube channel, RallyC.com. That's all WDY. C.com. That's the homepage. You run the reviewer, Christine Moore. Please check out all of his videos on his website. And for all you people out there watching my videos, and to all my subscribers out there, and those who are my subscribers, if you're not, what's wrong with you guys? I want to wish you all a very Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. In case we don't do another video by next week. Thanks for watching, and hopefully maybe see you in 2021 if we don't do another video this year. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.